Lisa Horsley. I thought I'd step up and take the call this morning since I was on the call. I'm on these calls every Monday through Friday. But I'm Lisa Horsley. I am Diamond Executive within the Zesure International's compensation plan. And I'll do a remix on a call that I did just a couple of hours ago. We have a call as well. That's 7 a.m. Eastern and 6 a.m. Central. And Mondays is my call. So I'll just go ahead and do a remix on the call I did this morning because most of you are not on our team call. But the call was basically about, I talked about how to get, how to have your best year ever. How to have your best year ever. And number one is we got to get serious. Life is serious. That's why we say it's about life or death. Life or death. So what I found is we can't just keep saying the same thing for individuals to join our business. We can't just keep saying join our business because Jim lost 20 pounds or join my business because we have a car program. We are not here to entertain. We're here to train. We're here to instruct. We're here to grow. We're here to learn. We're here, guys, to be the very best we can possibly be. We've heard, these are the best of times and these are the worst of times. And, and a lot of people in this company who are making the $250,000 plus a year and getting to Diamond and having the Life Unlimited lifestyle, I mean, it's the best of times for them. It's the best of times. But I want you to know, while we're all getting or trying to get to Diamond, there are a lot of people on this line that it's the worst of times. The best of times and the worst of times. That's called, to me, a serious matter. That's a serious matter. Because how come it's such a difference with those that can reach incredible heights? Incredible heights. And then you have some that just have not found the answer. So let's think about that. It's serious, guys. It's serious if you have a future that's not, that you haven't carved out a plan B for yourself. That's a serious matter. Matters of income is serious. Supporting your family, that's a serious matter. When people ask me about this business opportunity, or when they ask me about losing weight, or becoming healthy, my first question to them, are you serious? Why? We gotta get serious. Because this is a serious matter. We have products that answer a serious need. So I take this opportunity very serious. I take this business very serious. And let me just say this. I want to tell all the Zesure distributors out there, take responsibility in touching people's lives. Nobody has, in my opinion, nobody has made a better contribution in getting people healthy like this company has. Nobody has. I'm going to do my part in 2014. I said to the team on the call this morning, I'm going to do my part in 2014. You're going to see a brand new Lisa Horsley. I'm willing to study more. I'm willing to step up more. That's why I took the call this morning. I'm willing to commit to the team and do more learning. Mr. Fleming talked about word pictures last week on our call. So I'm going to find a better way to choose words. I'm going to find a better way to reach the hearts and souls and make an impact on people. When I come to your city, when I come to your country, when I come to your community, I want to come with new power. I want to come with the refinement of language and spirit and heart and soul, and I want to make a contribution. I want to make a genuine contribution. I want to back up, guys, what you're already doing in your community. So what I want to do is bring my best skills, the best skills I can possibly bring, the best skills that I can serve you and the team. And next, having your best year ever, number one was get serious. Next is get smart. Get smart. That's where the notebooks come in. That's where your pen and pad come in. That's when you gotta take notes. That's when you can't miss the opportunity to learn. Jim Rohn said it best. Don't be lazy in learning. Develop a new mindset this year. here that you're not going to miss the information. You're not going to miss the story. You're not going to miss the details. You gotta get smart. And here's a couple of parts to it. Your own personal experiences, learn from them. My mistakes, learn from them. One way, guys, to do things right is to do it wrong. That's one way to learn from it. Now, here's the key. Don't take so long in doing it wrong. But the call didn't go well, so what? Make another one. If the meeting didn't go well, have another meeting. Learning is the beginning of wealth. I never knew that until I was introduced to this industry. Learning this information, processing this information, developing the skills to get to diamond, that's the beginning of wealth. Learning is the beginning of a life change. Some people want to start with motivation. Well, now this is Lisa talking. Okay, this is my personal opinion. In my opinion, you don't start with motivation. You can't. Our calls that we do in the morning are not motivation calls. They're not. That's not what I call serious. Because here's the thing. People always say, well, Lisa, he just needs a little motivation. He just needs a little motivation. Well, guess what? If he's a nut, then you have a motivated nut. It's about the education. It's about learning this business. We all can get better. We all can get better. Myself, Mr. Moses, we all can get better. But here's the best motivation for me. When we bring our success stories to this platform, when you have emeralds and diamonds and double diamonds and triple diamonds sprouting up from people who've never done this before, that's enough motivation for me. When we bring our dedication and we let it show and we put in the work, that's the motivation I want. Not just all the excitement and rah-rah. That's the motivation I want. Because guess what? Excitement alone just won't do it. So again, some people say, well, motivate him, motivate her. She'll be good with just a little motivation. My answer is probably not. Probably not. So we got to understand it's about the education. It's about getting smart. It's about not missing the training. It's about not missing these calls, not missing the meetings. And you say, well, Lisa, I've already heard these calls. You guys say the same thing over and over again. I've heard it before. I don't understand. You guys say the same thing. But guess what? There's no sign that you got it just because you've heard it before. Just because you listen to the CD one time is no sign that you got it. Bill Taylor used to say, if you think you got it, call, Mr. Moses, or call your leader and do the call. Mr. Fleming always says, get on the call until you can't wait to get on the call anymore. So I'm asking you to listen over and over again. Take the notes. I'm asking you to dedicate yourself to a new level of learning in 2014. When I talk to Mr. Fleming, or when we travel to conventions, etc., he's reading. He's reading. He's studying. He's reading the lives of successful people. He's studying. He's learning. He's growing. We gotta study. We gotta learn. We gotta develop. We gotta change. Never ever let it be said that you didn't learn anything from this business. You want to solve your problems? You gotta learn from them. If you want to take advantage of an opportunity, you gotta learn. We can't come just to give you the business model, to give you the strategy, to give you the products and send you home. I'm sorry, folks, you gotta stay a while over here, and you gotta learn it. You gotta stay a while on the calls, and you gotta learn it. You gotta garner everything you can from Mr. Moses, everything you can from Mike Bridges, everything you can from Pat Anderson. You gotta stay over here for a while. You gotta stay for a while. When we have our diamond meetings here in Atlanta, I'm the only female at that meeting, so I'm quiet. I'm learning. I'm taking the notes. And what I'm realizing, men do things very different from how women do things. So I'm learning and I'm taking notes. you got to look back and say, what did I do wrong? You got to look back and say, how can I learn from it? To have your best year ever, again, one is get serious. Two is get smart. Next is develop your personal philosophy here. Your philosophy, guys, is the major determining factor in how life works out for you. Each person's philosophy is the set of your sail. I talked about, and you guys haven't heard this call before, but see, the same wind blows on all of us. The same wind. The wind of rejection. The wind of people quitting. The wind of so-and-so dropped off auto ship. The wind of my whole team is negative. The same wind blows on all of us. The difference is where you end up at the end of the week. The difference is where you end up at the end of the month. The difference is where you end up at the end of the year. What makes the major difference? Each person's personal philosophy. It sets a better sail. My personal philosophy is, this year I'm going to be intentional, I'm going to be methodical, and I'm going to be strategic in everything that I do. So don't ask for a calmer, gentler wind. That's like wishing for something that's not going to happen, and that's insane. So don't ask for a better seed or a better soil. All you got is all you got. So don't curse what you have. My town is too small. People are all broke, or nobody wants the business opportunity, or the product doesn't work. Don't curse what you already have. All you got is all you got. Period. And the exclamation point. So, understand the key is to set a better sail. The key is to set a better sail. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. That's the reason you get on these calls. That's the reason you're taking the notes. Roll up your sleeves. Go to work. Commit yourself to learning so you can get smart for the days ahead. You know what I'm saying? Develop your philosophy. Those that do the work get the pay. Those that do the work get the pay. So the next one is get going. As smart as you might be, or as smart as you might become, you gotta get going. You gotta take action. You must get some simple disciplines going. Do what you can. Could you walk around the block? Should walk around the block? Don't want to walk around the block for your good health? See, you're on the wrong track. Should you read? Could you read, but you won't read? You're on the wrong track. Should you get on these calls? Could you get on the call, but you won't get on the call? You are definitely on the wrong track. Could you change? Should you change, but you don't want to change? You're on the wrong track. Have the conversations that you didn't have in 2013. We all pity the man who wants to straighten out a large corporation or a large company, but he can't straighten out his own small garage. So take care of the small disciplines, and life will give you the chance to handle more complicated disciplines. So how do you get the diamond? That is the goal, right? How do you get the diamond? First, start with the smallest of disciplines. Everything in this business matters. Everything. I remember Mr. Fleming telling me years ago, every meeting you attend, every conference call you attend, every market you go in, every road trip, every conference, it all adds up. All disciplines affect each other. It's so easy to say, I can skip this call, or I can skip this meeting. I'm telling you, everything matters in network marketing. Every call you miss, every book you haven't read, means somebody is steps ahead of you. Work on the small disciplines first. Like another example. Stop fooling around and moving your auto ships. Strive to be at least qualified at Builder 500 each week. If the company did a training or a retreat for only qualified Builder 500s, meaning 500 points on both your left and your right, how many of you would be qualified or even invited to attend? How many? I don't care what pin rank that you're at. How many would get qualified and at least build a 500? Work towards that this year. I hear people say all the time, Lisa, I got 3 or 4 distributors, and I don't know, where they are. Come on, guys. If you have 3 or 4 distributors, you should know what time they're waking up, what time they go to sleep. You should know. Take care of your team. Take care of the details. Nourish them. Protect them. There isn't any of us who can't get better under personal development. Not myself, not any of us. Well, for things to get better, you have to get better. Don't ask for it to change out there, guys. Ask for you to change right here. Let's learn how to handle the seasons better. And let's go through them. Let's learn how to handle the winters, because we all go through winters. The winters of when you can't figure it out. The winters of when your superstar quits. The winters when it all goes wrong. The winters when it just seems like the only person you prospect is negative Nancy. The winters when your family won't support you. The winters when your team starts to whining and complaining. The winters when you report your report in the back office shows chargebacks. And I understand that we all have lives outside of Zesha International. I get that. So we have social winters too. We have political winters too. We have economical winters too. We have financial winters too. And we also have personal winters. When your heart is just smashed in 1,000 pieces and the nights are long. I get that. But it's simply called winter time. It's called winter time. We all have them. But here's what you got to do. You just got to get better at handling the winter time. We can't change the seasons. The seasons are the seasons. But we can't change ourselves. We can't get wiser. We can't get stronger. We can't get better. Those 3 words, guys, are on my vision board for 2014. Wiser, stronger, and better. Get stronger. Get stronger in your language. Get stronger, in your style. Get stronger in your personality. We just got to get better. The first PBR that I did, I was all over the place. First conference call I did, my mind went completely blank. And I'm still not great at it. But I stood up, and I did it again. And I did it again. And I did it again. And I did it when I was scared. I did it when people didn't want me to do it. I did it when I didn't want to. I did it when, I was sick. I did it when it didn't work well. And I did it a lot of times when I didn't know much of what I was doing. I just did it, because I understand in order to get the diamond, you got to do it. So now I have my own weekly personal development leadership call. And that freaks me out every time I just think about that. I have my own personal development leadership call. Me. A person who has no experience in network marketing, a person who wasn't coachable, a person that freaks me out when I think about it. So we have to develop influence that will not quit. We got to develop influence, guys, that will not quit. And that's when the business starts to love you back. When you develop influence that will not quit. We got to touch people this year. We gotta touch their lives with health and nutrition. We gotta get better. We gotta get stronger. We all have personal winners. All of us does. David Moses has them. Pat Anderson has it. We all have personal winners. So take it. Number 2, take advantage of the springtime. Spring means opportunity. Spring means flowers are blooming. Read the books during the spring. Study the CDs. Go back through your notes. Get ready to cash in on the spring. But now here's the rub. There's a sense of urgency in springtime. You know why? Because spring doesn't last that long. You ask a farmer to go to the gym in the spring. She's going to say, are you insane? And yep, I said she. But she's going to say, are you insane? You go to the gym in the winter. You plant the crop in the spring. You can't go to the gym in the springtime. So learn and nourish and protect. Nourish your team. Feed them. Don't let them go hungry. Don't let them go wanting. And then here comes summer. The summer is a unique season though, because as soon as you plant and as soon as you plant in the garden, the birds and the weeds are out to take it. So love and nourish like a mother and battle like a father. And then don't complain. Don't complain during the harvest time, because see, complaining can ruin your chances. Complaining sometimes starts as an infection, but if you don't take care of it, it can become a disease. So battle with that. Battle with that in the harvest time. It's your crop. You planted it. It's my crop. I planted it. You either made the calls or you didn't make the calls. You either had the PBRs or you didn't have the PBRs. You either read the books or you didn't read the books. You got to get on the training calls, guys. You got to understand the information. You attended the training events or you didn't attend the training events, and it shows up in the harvest. Either you were committed to the team or you weren't committed to the team. It's going to show up in the harvest, so you can't complain. Take responsibility during harvest time. It's your crop. It's my crop. I got to take responsibility for it. And let me end with one word: absorb. Absorb. Develop the skills and ability to absorb everything. Be like a sponge. Absorb everything so you can invest in other people's lives. But guess what? You can't invest it if you don't have it. So let's help people. Not with just being a distributor, not with just having a distributor kit or products. Let's touch people's lives. Let's help them with the opportunity. Let's help them get healthy. Let it be said that when they're around Vision International distributors, not only do we talk about health, not only do we talk about life, but we talk about books. We talk about personal development. We talk about getting better. We talk about life issues. We talk about becoming all that you can be. That's what we talk about. And we talk about not settling for less. Doesn't that make you excited? You can be a totally different person in 2015 than you are in 2014. A totally different person, where your friends and family won't even recognize you. So guys, I hope that you were able to take notes, and I hope you were able to get something from the call this morning. And Mr. Albini, I'm not sure if on the moderator line, but I'm here, Lisa. Okay, great. I'm going to turn the call back over to somebody and begin the call. Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you very much. Call is now open. Great call, Lisa. Listen, have a great New Year, everyone.